This is the movie Letters Design. It's a documentary about Baltimore. When I go to jail, you got to write letters. All right. Now y'all use the internet. So I used the internet when I started this. MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, X. If you contact Congressman Kwesi Mfume, he wrote the Judiciary Committee and told them to follow this. Y'all charged me with terrorism 4 times in 2 different states. January of 2007 at the Lake County Courthouse, and again in December of 2007 at the Lake County News Sun. You use your media to demonize black people, so I'm gonna use your social media to rectify your wrongs. We had a protest outside Fox 45, and we're gonna do it again. It's called Media Wars. That's President Trump when he first came around, the first time around, all right? That's me, and I'm confronting Fox. You're not welcome in any streets. I'm gonna shut you down every time I see you. And I do. I stand with Palestine, because Palestine is an oppressed people. Being black in America, we share that same thing, you feel me? We black and oppressed in America, Palestine, and the same way that they doing Palestinians is what they did in Vietnam. That's Governor Hogan and me, weaving. I'm a weaver in Baltimore, weaving the social fabric, all right? And that's my toilet, all right? A Rob Fix production. That's the Baltimore Sun, Armstrong Williams. Everything that Tony Roberts got, you got to turn over. Tony Roberts, Brent Jones, David Smith, Fox 45s, Mackenzie Frost, Stephen Janis. That's Kirk Smoke. We're going to go to court. Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? We're going to see who get the golden apple. Because that's Mayor Gov.O'Malley and State Representative Senator Corey McCray. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court. Racism don't work without black cooperation, but it ain't gonna end without white participation. My father served his country and so did I. So Fox 45, we getting ready to push your buttons.
President Trump, Dan Bongino, Ivan Bates. I was kidnapped by Scott Shellenberger. $250 million in intellectual property was stolen. Making a movie ain't against the law.
Making a movie ain't against the law. Remember that. Like I said, I'm pushing buttons. That's my son Philip and my son Neil Smith. If you look at the Hickey records, they were serving at Hickey's. They went to Hickey. I got tired of beating their ass, so I started publicly shaming them. I asked them about the ceasefire, and the ceasefire was about the war on drugs because y'all incarcerating our young youth behind the war on drugs. You got a lot of people that want to be drug dealers, but they don't want to do the time. And our United States Senate, our United States Congress, our president participated in that. They created this vacuum for the prison industry. You feel me? They created a vacuum for the prison industry. That's Chuck D and me, all right? That's my toilet in front of the Department of Justice. That's Brent Jones from the Baltimore Sun. Block parties get bigger and better. And that's me. That's what I'm famous for. It's a time to pee. That's Johnny Oleski, county executive, and he asked for an investigation. Nobody did it yet. We will confront racism to create a more inclusive world. We stand in solidarity with our black partners, customers, and communities. All right, that's Starbucks. And that ain't a DEI, because I don't work for Starbucks. Right here, 2015. So it's 10 years in the making about Baltimore, about your prison industry. All right, my name is Dwayne G. Davis, AKA Shorty. I'm writing you this letter to inform you of my contributions to the city. All right. And Mayor Brandon Scott got that in 2021. 2015, 2021, and that's President Trump. Time stamped and dated, baby. We talking about Maryland's prison industry, mass incarceration. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you made my black community the cash crop. Well, that's gonna change. The 2021 Weaver Award winner, weaving the social fabric. You feel me? So I'm getting ready to shit on y'all 7 days a week. I'm gonna put a toilet out every day somewhere, and we building toilets every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Did you use the toilet today? You're gonna think about Shorty tomorrow. That's Hollywood. Like I said, Dwayne Davis versus the state of Maryland. Dred Scott, the art of getting money. Money off of black bodies. That's Governor O'Malley, and that's my store on Falls Road. All right? That's Ozzie Newsome at my store on Falls Road, Shorty's Barbecue. And we talking about this right here. The murder and the death of our black community. The killing of unarmed black people in America, and nobody saying nothing about it. No different than Palestine. You committing genocide. A slow kill. You kill black people every day, and nobody say nothing. Well, I'm saying something. You see something, say something. I got a lot to say. More than just Freddie Gray. I got skin in the game. That's my son. I buried him in 2006. And he ain't got a drop of blood in me, of him in me. All right? His name is Jarrell New Davis. This is to prove I was making a movie about racism in your judicial system. That's Scott Shellenberger. The movie was about Scott Shellenberger. You feel me? All about him. That toilet was about Scott Shellenberger. So, like when they did Jesus, you either give me Jesus or give me Barabbas. Well, I want Scott Shellenberger. If I don't get Scott Shellenberger, I'm gonna get all y'all. There's 52 of y'all that participated in this, but Scott Shellenberger is the main one. Art and activism, the art of protest. That's the toilet, and that's the toilet at the Baltimore City School, all right? Same as the Towson toilet, but you didn't lock me up for this toilet because it was in Baltimore City, and the names on this toilet was about the politics and the politicians. That's head States Attorney Marilyn Mosby, 2016. That's Anthony McCarthy. And that's President Trump. See the date? See the date? So we don't have no misunderstandings. See the date? See the people on here? 2019. Federal investigation. Kiefer Mitchell. Al Redmer. All right? Dr. Andy Buntley. Tim Tennyson. All right? Governor Hogan, our 2017 Christmas party. And everybody here is there. You feel me? That's Judge Bennett. That's Robert Hardin of the Department of Justice. You see who that is? Brian Frosh, Attorney General. Ryan Dorsey. Johnny Oleski. Johnny Oleski asked for an investigation. Nobody did it. If you go to WEEA radio, go to Dr. K today. Go to Mark Steiner. Everything I got since I started this, yeah, we're going to show you about the haves and the have-nots, because I ain't having it no more. Everything President Trump got, you got to turn over. It's Watergate 2025.
President Trump, Dan Bongino, Ivan Bates. I was kidnapped by Scott Shellenberger. $250 million in intellectual property was stolen. Making a movie ain't against the law.
Making a movie ain't against the law. It's letters design. It's a movie, a toilet, and your president. See the big picture here? Art and activism. Art on a porch. We went from enslavement to mass incarceration, and President Trump making a lot of money off of that. Through the prison industry, through the war in Gaza, and through mass deportation. He getting paid all the way around the board. I'm the Weaver in Baltimore, M&T Bank. Governor Schaefer said, follow the money. Follow the money, you're going to find it. It's a machine. The militarization of our communities. You feel me? From enslavement to mass incarceration. Weaving the social fabric of life.